Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 48 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here on MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5, and today we have the 2021 World Series between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now Cleveland obviously didn't make it. We lost last episode to Houston in 5 games in the ALCS, but I thought I'd still bring you guys the World Series anyway. I like to show the championship final even if we don't make it, so that'll be kind of fun. So if you're excited for that one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. So the way it'll work, we will watch any of the elimination games, so we'll sim up to that point, then we'll see how many games we watch. Now obviously the AL is being represented by the Houston Astros, the 3 seed, who went 89-73. They defeated both Minnesota and Cleveland to get to this point. We're familiar with some of their players. Alex Bregman, 296, 23 homers, 75 RBIs on the season. He's kind of one of their best players to hit the ball. They also have a Yordan Alvarez, the Silver Slugger and All-Star from this season, who hit career highs with 39 homers and 103 RBIs. Then, of course, at second base, Jose Altuve, the 2017 AL MVP. Had a little bit of a bounce-back season, not quite Altuve's standards, however, he is 30 years old, so maybe we are starting to see the decline of Jose Altuve. And lastly, on the mound, they're anchored by Lance McCullers Jr., another all-star who went 282 this season in ERA with 16 wins and 178 Ks, all career highs. Now opposing the Houston Astros will be the Los Angeles Dodgers, the 1 seed in the National League, who went 104-58, defeating both the Padres and the Reds to get here. So a little bit of a rematch between the 2017 World Series where Houston won 4-3, and obviously if you remember that World Series, that was the sign stealing scandal where Houston ended up winning. They stole signs that season, so a little bit of a shot at redemption for the defending champion LA Dodgers. Now they're anchored by Mookie Betts, the 2018 AL MVP, Gold Glove winner, All-Star appearance man. He's got all the accolades. He is their best player. There's also Cody Bellinger, the 2019 NL MVP. He also won a Silver Slugger and was an All-Star this year with 33 homers and 114 RBIs. Behind the plate, you'll see Will Smith, another All-Star, had career highs in average, homers, and RBIs as well. And then, not necessarily an All-Star, but you'll see Cesar Hernandez as well, the former Indian, who we traded to Los Angeles for Scott Alexander at the deadline. Trevor Bauer anchors their pitching staff, 2020 NL Cy Young Award winner, 205 ERA, 150 Ks. We'll see him on the mound. And then also Walker Buehler making an appearance, 292 ERA, 15 dubs, 148 Ks. Very strong rotation. Julio Urias as well. One player you won't see, Clayton Kershaw. He is currently dealing with an injury. He was the runner-up in Cy Young Award winning in the National League. And then no Justin Verlander as well for Houston. So both squads down a pitcher. If I had to make a prediction, I think LA is going to win this in 6 games. I think they will get some redemption back from 2017, looking for their 2nd straight championship. Now game 1 we simulate. Los Angeles wins 2-1 against Houston. Now LA does have the home field advantage. They had solo homers from Justin Turner and Cesar Hernandez, who's getting his first appearance of the postseason in this series. Game 2 goes away of Houston. They win 6-4, a little bit of a comeback there in the 8th inning. Gurriel had a home run. Correa also chipped in with 2 RBIs as Bellinger and Smith's home runs for LA could not get it done. A little bit of a blown save there for Corey Knebel. And then in the next game, Game 3, LA going back to Houston. They win 7-1. As they had Rios and Seager go yard. Correa was the only man who got an RBI for Houston. So LA up 2-1. They now go up 3-1 as they win game number 4, 10-4. In this one, 4 home runs. Rios had 2. Betts had 1 as well. And they put Houston on game point, which just means we'll watch the rest of these games from here on out, get some highlights of them. So we'll start off here in Houston for Game 5 between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. We were just here at Minute Maid Park for the last series between the Cleveland Indians and Houston in the ALCS. But we are back here once more in Houston, Texas. Now I have a little bit of team stats for both these guys. Houston, 263 average, 6th in in all of baseball. 706 runs on the season was 11th. 361 ERA was 6th. While the Dodgers' 2nd best in batting average with 265, and they had the best ERA with 291. On the hill for Houston will be Jake Odorizzi, who did not have a very good postseason so far. We actually got to Odorizzi when we played Houston. He has a 4.73 ERA this postseason. Justin Turner leads off for LA, and right now underway here in Game 5. Turner grounds it over to first. Easy play for Gurriel. And we'll take a look at Los Angeles' batting lineup. Just saw Turner, then we'll see Cesar Hernandez, who's hitting .313 this series in the second spot, followed by Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, Will Smith, Max Muncy's at first, Edwin Rios, the DH, who had a pair of home runs last game, Corey Seager, and DJ Peters. Cesar Hernandez up next, full count, looks at strike 3, looked like right down the middle. So he'll grab some bench, bringing up Mookie Betts, who's hit .347 this postseason with 2 homers, 7 RBIs, looking to win his second straight title. 2-1 to Betts. He rips a fastball into left field, so this will not be a 1-2-3 inning for Odorizzi, but Betts tries to take 2, and he's tagged out getting greedy. So actually it is a 1-2-3 inning for Houston, just unconventional. On the mound for the Dodgers will be the 2020 NL Cy Young winner Trevor Bauer, who didn't have as good of a season, but he's been pretty solid here in his 3 starts in the postseason. He'll get Michael Brantley to start off the game by flying out to center, and we'll take a look at Houston's lineup. We are very familiar with the Astros that we've seen so far in the last few episodes. Same lineup. You'll see Brantley, Straw, Alvarez, Bregman, Carlos Correa, who's been their best hitter so far this World Series, Jose Altuve, Yuli Gurriel, Kyle Tucker, and behind the plate, Garrett Stubbs, hitting .242 as a team this postseason. Miles Straw up next, 2-2 to Straw, and he swings and misses on a high fastball, so Bauer puts down the first 2 batters. And then he gets Yordan Alvarez to chop a little bit in front of Smith, who fields it cleanly. And both teams are scoreless through 1. Top of the second, Bellinger leads off for LA, and he draws a walk to begin the half inning. So that'll bring in the next batter, Will Smith, 2-2 to Smith, and he looks at a ball. And Odorizzi will actually have to come out of the play on this one. He has a little bit of troubles with his finger, so Houston early has to turn it over to the bullpen. They're going to turn over to Luis Garcia, who's making his 3rd appearance, and you can tell by his numbers, not doing so good here in the month of October. 10.13 ERA, that's an ouch. Tries to finish up the batter against Will Smith. He cannot. He draws a walk, so that's 2 walks for LA to begin the top of the second. First baseman Max Muncy up next. He also walks, so all 3 batters start off the inning by walking. And he loaded the bases for Edwin Rios, who's hit 4 home runs this postseason, including 2 in Game 4, excuse me. Rios, 1-2 though, goes down swinging on the fastball. Big time strikeout from Garcia as a double play ends the inning. Seager up next though, does not hit into a double play. He flies out to left. Brantley does have it, but that's an easy score. And Los Angeles cracks first, 1-0. DJ Peters will go down swinging next, so at least Houston gets out of it, only surrendering 1. Bottom 2 with 1 out, Correa draws a walk, so he'll take first base, bringing up the former MVP Altuve, who ropes one into left field off of the scoreboard on a line. Correa going to go all the way to 3rd, putting runners on the corners here, 1 away. Yuli Gurriel up next, full count, swings, 4-6-3, huge double play for LA, strands the runner on 3rd. Top 3 back to the top of the lineup, and Turner will start this inning with a rope into left field. That'll get all the way to the scoreboard, but leaves Turner with only a single. Cesar Hernandez up next, tries to hit a changeup other way. It's right to Brantley, easy out over there. Turner stays at first. Mookie Betts now at the dish, 1-2 to Mookie, swings and misses on a high fastball. Not a good pitch to swing at. So now 2 outs for Cody Bellinger, who walked back in the second. 3-2 to Bellinger, swings and misses on ball 4. So Garcia gets it done in the 3rd and leaves that first walk. Bottom 3 now, 2 outs. Brantley hits it into right field, so a 2-out single here for Houston. That'll bring up the center fielder Miles Straw. 1-1 to Straw, gets a fastball right down the middle, and Straw crushes it. Over the train tracks, Miles Straw, a 2-run shot, 408. Not who you would expect to hit that kind of ball, but Straw got all of that one. He gives Houston the lead here, brings the fans back to life. 2-1 Astros here in the bottom of the 3rd. Yordan Alvarez up next, full count to him, and he will swing and miss as well. But Houston takes the lead in the 3rd. Top 4, Will Smith leads off for LA. He will draw a walk, so Garcia once more having some command issues. Max Muncy now 2-2, pops up a fastball. It's in the infield. Waved off by Correa, so that'll be out number 1 with ease. How about Edwin Rios? Full count to Rios. Hit sharply into the left center gap. This one's going to be trouble all the way to the wall. Runner on first is going to be waved going home. Play at the plate is not in time, and LA ties us up here 2 apiece in the top of the 4th inning. Big hit by Rios. Next up, DJ Peters. 1-2 to Peters. Fastball popped up shallow infield, and that'll be how the 4th ends, but we're all tied up again at 2 apiece. Bottom 4 now. Gurriel looks at strike 3, so runner was stranded on first base. Then we'll go top 5 where Garcia gets LA to go down 1-2-3. So bats starting to cool off here a little bit in the middle innings. Go bottom 5, 2 outs. Brantley at the dish. He ropes one into the right center gap. Fastball will get down, so a 2-out base hit for Brantley. He's going to get to second base. That's going to bring up Miles Straw, who just hit a 2-run shot. 3-1 to Straw. He draws the walk, takes first base. That brings up Yordan Alvarez. The Silver Slugger, full count to him. Gets a pitch and drills a fastball the other way. It's fair and it's gone. A 3-run shot for Yordan Alvarez. Breaks the tie. 5-2 Astros. Had 39 home runs in the regular season. That was a career high, and he gets another one here. Probably his biggest home run he's hitting all of 2021. 5-2 Astros here in the 5th. Next batter up, Alex Bregman, 1-1. Chopper up the middle. It's going to be fielded, thrown over to first. But Houston has the lead going into the 6th. 1 out here for Will Smith, and Will Smith jacks one to left. That slider caught too much of the plate, so LA will get one back here, thanks to Smith's 411-foot bomb to left. His second home run of the postseason. He had 26 in the regular season. That was also a career high for him. Still 1 away. Max Muncy up next to the dish, and he draws a full count walk. Pitch barely misses. Garcia up to 84 pitches, and that'll do it for him. Josh James, the hard-throwing right-hander, will come out of the pen. He's pitched in 2 games so far. Has yet to give up a run in 4 1/3 innings of work. First batter he sees will be Corey Seager, and with 2 away, he hits a fastball deep to left field. It's at the wall. Brantley cannot catch it as he tries to elevate. And the runner will score in LA, only down by a run. Tying run at second for DJ Peters. Gets a fastball, but pops it up. And that runner will be stranded, but LA only down by 1. We go bottom 6. Josiah Gray will come in relief for LA. So Bauer goes 5 innings. 2 outs. Yuli Gurriel steps to the dish. 0-2 for today. Strikeout and ground out earlier. Full count to Gurriel, and he draws a walk. Slider cannot connect the plate. That'll put him on first base. Kyle Tucker up next. Full count to Tucker, and he also walks. So Gray comes in and walks 2 batters here with 2 away. Takes us to Garrett Stubbs, who swings and misses, though. So that'll end the 6th. Both runners left on base. Top 7, Mookie Betts, 1-2. Chopper up the middle, and Josh James gets the top of the order to not go 1-2-3. Mookie Betts got good speed, beats out the throw. So that puts him on first. Cody Bellinger, 3-2. Hit into left field. That'll get down. Betts was going, obviously, with a full count, so he gets to third, and now a base hit ties it. Will Smith, who went homered earlier, cannot check his swing. That'll be how the top of the 7th ends. Both runners left on the corners. Bottom 7, 1 out. Miles Straw draws another walk. There's been plenty of walks in this game. And then Yordan Alvarez also draws a walk. So once more, with 1 away, Josiah Gray walks 2 batters, and that'll do it for him. The righty Tommy Kahle will come out of the bullpen, making his 5th appearance so far this postseason. Tasked with straining the runners on first and second. He starts off with Alex Bregman, who hits a 1-2 pitch into the gap. Alex Bregman will bring home Straw. Alvarez to third base. He's actually going to be waved home. Play at the plate is not in time. Houston takes 2 thanks to a 2 RBI double from Bregman. Altuve will swing and miss on the next pitch, but it's 7-4 now going into the 8th inning. LA only has 2 more to go. They're going to have to get the 8th done against Pedro Baez, making his 8th postseason appearance. Max Muncy up first, cannot connect. 97 heater, swing and miss. How about Edwin Rios? 1 for 3 on the day. Had the RBI double earlier. He swings and misses on a changeup that would have been ball 4. Back-to-back strikeouts for Baez. Make it back-to-back-to-back. Strikes out the side. Seager looks at strike 3. Big-time inning for Baez. We'll go into the bottom of the 8th here. Caleb Ferguson, the lefty, takes him out for LA as Houston looks for some insurance runs. And they will draw a walk, as that is a 2-out walk, putting runners now on first and second. And that'll be how Kalen gets. Can't even get through the 8th. They're going to bring in Corey Nebel, who we just saw blow game 2. 2-2 to Straw, and he gets Straw to pop up to first. So LA going to be down by 3 going into the final inning, where Ryan Presley has been perfect so far the postseason. 7 for 7. He shut the door on us a couple of times. He also shut the door here against LA to keep their postseasons alive. DJ Peters up first. He swings and misses. Inside fastball, can't connect. That'll take us to the top of the order. Justin Turner, 2-2, cannot connect on the fastball as well. So Presley strikes out the first 2 batters, and it's up to Cesar Hernandez, who is 0 for 4 today. 1-2 to Hernandez. Chopper up the middle, plays the shift, actually on a line. That'll be how this one will end. Correa snags it, and Houston keeps their postseason hopes alive. They win 7-4 here in game number 5, making it 3-2 LA now in the series. And now game 6, though, goes back to LA. Houston won with 7 runs and only 6 hits, while LA had 4 runs on 7 hits. Play of the game was Miles Straw. That 2-run shot back in the 3rd propelled Houston into this one, and they never really let go. Now on to game 6, though. We're getting loud here at Dodgers Stadium in Los Angeles, California. 3-2 Dodgers lead. We'll see if LA can close it out here in front of their home fans tonight, or will we see a game 7 just like in 2017. Packed house here at Los Angeles for the Dodgers. As you can take a look at the lineups here, a little bit different. Obviously, pitchers have to hit in the National League. So Yordan Alvarez will take left. Brantley will move to center. So no Miles Straw in the lineup for Houston, even though he just won player of the game. While the Dodgers will obviously hit with Buehler. Cesar Hernandez has been pushed back down to the 8th spot today. So Walker Buehler is your pitcher for LA. Remember, 15 wins on the season. He needs 1 more win, and that would clinch a Dodgers World Series title. He starts off his day by walking Michael Brantley, and then Kyle Tucker, who's hitting in the 2 spot today, will chop it in front of the plate. They actually get the runner at second, so they get the lead runner out. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, who cannot connect on a 98 heater up high, out number 2. Alex Bregman up next, full count to Bregman. He looks at strike 3, so Buehler gets the strand the runner on first. Lance McCullers takes him out for Houston. Their best starting pitcher, who had 16 Ws in the regular season, will be called upon here to keep Houston alive and try to force a game 7. First batter he faces will rip one over the glove of Bregman at third, all the way to the wall. So that's a leadoff double to start the day for the Dodgers. Next batter up, Corey Seager, hitting in the 2 spot today. 3-1 count, gets a nice sinker to hit. It's a pop-up to center. However, the runner will try. No, he will not try to tag. Staying at second base. Probably could have made it to third. Brings up Mookie Betts. 2-2 to Betts, and he gets plunked on the back of his leg. Don't think it was on purpose, but he'll take first base. Bringing up the former MVP, Cody Bellinger. 3-2 to Bellinger. Swing and miss on the inside curveball. Looking silly for out number 2. And then Will Smith up next. Full count. 2 outs. Rips one to left, but is caught out there in left by Alvarez. So both teams get nothing in the first. Here we go, top 2. What a play over there at first by Muncy. Gets the runner out. Good defense to end the top of the second. Bottom 2 now. Mac Muncy now at the plate leads off the second. He takes a 1-1 cutter and hits it deep to right field. This one's actually got some carry, and it's going to clear the wall. Max Muncy with a solo shot to begin the second. His 6th, yes, 6th postseason home run. And the Dodgers take the lead early, 1-0. And they draw first blood in front of this raucous LA crowd. Next batter up will be Edwin Rios, 3-1 to him, and he'll draw a walk, so he'll take first base. And I'll bring up the former Cleveland Indian Cesar Hernandez. 1-2 to Hernandez. He looks at strike 3. I don't know if that was a good call, but that'll be the second strikeout of the day for McCullers. Now 2 outs for Justin Turner, who swings at a high curve, but just pops up into center field, but LA does get 1. Top 3 now. Garrett Stubbs at the dish, leading off for Houston. He draws a walk, so Buehler walks the first batter. Next up will be the pitcher, Lance McCullers. Probably, yes, going to lay down a sac bunt. However, he pops this one up over the right side of the infield, but the play is thrown off the bag. That should have been an out, but bad play by Muncy pulls the shortstop off. So all runners are safe. E3 indeed. 2-1 to the top of the lineup. Brantley, though, pops up a fastball, so runners will stay put. First out at the top of the third. Kyle Tucker will be up next. The right fielder hitting in the 2 spot. Full count. Fastball tries to go the other way with it, and it does get down. Dribbler out there to left. There will be no throw at the plate, and Houston gets that run back, tied up at 1. Yordan Alvarez up next, though. Full count, cannot connect. He's very prone to striking out. 5th strikeout already of the day for Buehler. Next up, Alex Bregman, 2-1, pops up a cutter. Nice pitch to hit. And that'll be the end of the top of the third. We'll go bottom 3 now. 1 away for Mookie Betts, who draws his 2nd walk of the day as he takes first base. Cody Bellinger up next. 1-1 to Bellinger. Betts is actually taking off and going to second. He's going to get in there safely. So now he's on second. Cody Bellinger later in the at-bat will hit a single through the right side of the infield, and the stolen base will pay off as Mookie Betts comes around and scores, breaks the tie. LA back up by 1, 2-1. Will Smith, the catcher's up next, 3-2. He draws a walk, so another walk for LA, and pitching coach is going to come take a look at McCullers. He stays in the ball game, but instead walks the next batter. So now bases loaded, 1 away for Edwin Rios. Walks back into second, hitting .333 this postseason. 1-2 to Rios. Chopper up the middle. It gets through. 1 run's going to come around. Second one's rounding third. He will score as well, as no play at the plate. LA up 4-1. Still only 1 away. Cesar Hernandez up next. Chopper back to the pitcher. They try to turn 2, but Hernandez's speed will beat it out. And that's another run for LA. 5-1 Dodgers in the bottom of the third. Next up, the pitcher, Walker Buehler. Hits it over to Altuve, and he actually does not make the play. Goes right underneath his glove. That's going to be an E4, keeping the inning alive. And it sends it back to the top of the lineup. Justin Turner, 1-1 count, gets a high curveball, launches it to left, and this one clears the wall. Instant regret by Altuve, as that error leads to a 3-run shot by Justin Turner. This game blown wide open. 8-1 Dodgers here in the third. All the towels are flying. The fans 6 innings away now from another title. That'll do it for McCullers. Can't even make it out of the third inning. Dusty Baker finally going to pull his pitcher. Might have just pulled him a little too late. Christian Javier, the righty, will come out of the pen, making his 4th postseason appearance. A lot of these Astros bullpen arms have not had a good October. 2 outs to Corey Seager. He gets him to strike out looking, so finally the inning comes to an end. But a lot of damage has been done. Correa will lead off the top of the 4th. They will get 1 back, though, as he hits a solo shot over the short wall. So Correa, who could be, if the Astros lose, playing his final game as a member of the Houston Astros, does go yard. So he still wants 1 more ring, even though his future in Houston is in doubt. 8-2 Dodgers. 2 outs now with a runner on first. The pitcher spot up on the plate, and Javier will swing and miss, so he will stay in the ball game. And then we'll go a little bit later. David Price, the former 22 AL Cy Young Award winner, will take to the mound. Now coming out of the pen for his 2nd appearance. First appearance did not do so well. He'll do the top of the 5th. Start off with Michael Brantley, who draws a walk. So that means Bauer will not be in line for the win. Only goes 4 innings in this one. Kyle Tucker up next, also draws a walk. So David Price walks the first 2 batters. You can see the manager, Roberts, maybe getting a little antsy out there. Yordan Alvarez up next, 2-1 changeup. This will not be a walk. Instead, it'll be shot into left center. Brantley will score. Kyle Tucker will also round third. He will score as well. And Houston gets a 2 RBI double from Yordan Alvarez. They cut the lead to 4. Alex Bregman up next, 1-1 to Bregman. He gets a fastball, ropes it to the right side. Betts cannot grab it. It gets down out there and right. Alvarez rounding third. He's going to come all the way to home plate, and he will make it in time. A RBI triple by Bregman. And just like that, this lead's been cut in half. 8-5 Dodgers. Price comes out of the game, doesn't even get a single out. So instead, Josiah Gray will make his 2nd consecutive appearance. Tasked with stranding the runner on third. He'll start off with Carlos Correa, who takes a 2-2 fastball. and pops it up into the outfield foul territory. That will be the first out. Altuve up next. Full count to Altuve. This is a slow chopper to third. It'll score the run, as it'll be now 8-6 Dodgers, only up by 2. Yuli Gurriel up next. Full count, hit up the middle. That's a 2-out single, as Houston hopes to keep the inning alive. Next batter up, Garrett Stubbs. 1-1 to Stubbs. Shot right over there to Turner. That'll end the 5th, but Houston got 5 in that half inning. Bottom 5, Turner now at the dish. He gets a 2-out single into left, so the Dodgers are looking to get some runs back. That'll bring up Corey Seager now. 1-1, gets a slider that caught too much of the plate. This one's got a lot of hang time. It's back, and it's over the wall. 2-run shot for Seager. His second postseason home run goes 407. And LA gets 2 of those runs back. They now crack double digits, as they now get 10 runs. 10-6 LA here in the bottom of the 5th. Josh James will now come out of the mound. We just saw him back in game number 5. He didn't get charged with an earned run, but he did give up a run in that game. He'll start off the 6th against Cody Bellinger. 2-2 pitch, and Bellinger rips this one to right center, and it also clears the wall. Cody Bellinger goes deep to start the 6th off of Josh James, his 4th postseason home run, and the Dodgers get another run back. 11-6 now for the Blue Squad as he rounds home plate. Only 4 innings away from another World Series title. We're going to go a little bit later into this one. Blake Trinan will now come in for LA, making his 8th postseason appearance. 4.50 ERA through 6 innings. He will take the 7th inning. 1 away to Alex Bregman. He does walk the third baseman. So that'll bring up Carlos Correa. 2-1 to Correa, and he gets a slider and kills it to left, and that ball is gone. 2-run shot for Carlos Correa. His 2nd home run of the day. Carlos Correa doing anything he can to keep this Houston squad in it. 2 runs come back for the Astros. They chip it now, only a 3-run lead, and Brusdar Graterol will come in relief for LA. Blake Trinan doesn't make it out of the inning. 2 outs now to Yuli Gurriel, and Yuli pops up a slider deep to right. This ball's got some carry, but is caught out there by Betts to end the 7th. We'll now go into the 8th inning. Tommy Kahle making a 2nd appearance of this episode. Did not do so good in Game 5. Game 6 here, 2 away to Michael Brantley, and Brantley singles into right. That one gets down in front of Betts. Now another 1-2-3 inning for LA. Now Kyle Tucker up next, 3-1. He ropes a fastball into right field as well in front of Betts. So that's 2 singles, and it brings the tying run to the plate, and it's Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez has plenty of power. 3-2, hits it up the middle. This will not be a home run, but it will score another run. 11-9 Dodgers. Now the tying run's on first. Alex Bregman, 3-2, swings and misses. He wants that one back, explodes the bat over his knee. And we're going to go into the 9th where Kenley Jansen will come on the mound for LA. Perfect this postseason. Just needs 1 more to clinch the title. He'll start off the 9th against Carlos Correa. 2 home runs already so far for Correa on the day, but not a home run here. 91 cutter running away. He can't connect. That's the first out of the inning. Jose Altuve now 0 for 3 on the day. 2-1 to Altuve. Chopper up the middle. It'll get through. So that'll put him on first base. Tying run steps to the plate. It's Yuli Gurriel. 3-1 to Yuli. He also draws a walk. So that's back-to-back base runners. Tying run now on first. And it's the catcher Garrett Stubbs. 3-2 to Stubbs. Chopper over to second. Over to second base. Over to first. That's a double play. And the LA Dodgers are your World Series champions. 2021 belongs to the Dodgers. They go back-to-back as they celebrate in front of their home crowd. You can tell they have got that monkey off their back. They are no longer the chokers in the postseason. Instead, they are the team to beat. They beat Houston in 6 games like I predicted. And Dusty Baker once more walks away as a loser. Dodgers celebrate in front of their home fans as well. Justin Turner is your player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with a home run. All around a pretty exciting World Series to say the least. Plenty of runs scored if you're a fan of pitching. you might not have enjoyed it. But LA has defeated the Astros in the 2021 World Series, so hats off to them. And now it's on to the future. First, look at the awards. Postseason MVP in the American League goes to Correa. National League goes to Mookie Betts. And your World Series MVP was indeed Mookie Betts. Hit .417 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Well-earned award. So that officially wraps up the 2021 MLB season. Next time, we will be wrapping up, recapping the season. And yes, there will be another season of Cleveland Indians. That off stream will be Saturday. I will stream the off season here on YouTube. So if you're excited for that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.